Vicky! You're not well, Vicky. You need professional help.
Says the man dressed as a bat.
Let him go!
The butler has to die. Payment for Thomas Wayne's sins. He took away my family, so I'll take away his sons. If you really want to save the butler, bring me Bruce Wayne. If anyone can find him, it's you. He's probably cowering behind a 12-inch thick wall and 100 bodyguards right now.
I'll bring you Wayne. But first, let Alfred Pennyworth go.
No. Afraid he's too useful to do that just yet. You're doing so much for one old man.
Vicky, stop playing games.
This isn't a game to me. You know, Batman, I really don't understand. Why are you fighting me? I've done great things for Gotham. Falcone and Hill deserved to die. If anything, I did you a favor. We're fighting the same fight, Batman. Can you see that? We want the same things.
Those men deserved their day in court, just like everyone else.
So they could have gotten off like they did so many times before? No, Batman. They got exactly what they deserved. My justice is final and absolute. You shouldn't be here. You shouldn't be defending him. You think Bruce Wayne is any better than his father? He hides behind his status and wealth. He's a coward, leaving other men to carry his burdens. I'm curious, Batman.
So two things. One, I record these videos on my phone, right? I do the recording on my phone, and then I get gameplay from my Xbox or my PlayStation, and then I put it on my computer, and I edit all of it up together. That's the usual, right? It's nothing particularly amazing, right? Well,
The mask is a
there's this quit
some fear it.
vaping or quit smoking ad, I can't remember what it was, that I have hopefully linked down in the description. The message is good and all, you know, keep people alive, stop these companies from making money off of people dying. But the video looks good. The audio is fucking garbo, right? Like, how do you fuck it up that bad? Look at me. Look at my video right now, okay, guys? Look at me. How do I have better audio than you guys? What the fuck? Second thing, just watch Batman vs. Turtles. That's probably why you guys are here. It's really fucking good. It's really fucking good. So, Batgirl is trying to get some sort of thing from Wayne Enterprises. And, or maybe it was Star Labs, I can't quite remember. And the Turtles, the Hand, or not the Hand, that's Daredevil, the Foot, are trying to, take something. My brother just came in here and he showed me, like, I'm not going to show it or anything, but it was a TikTok thing he found. And, it was the King of the Hill theme, but it was, like, done on a different instrument or some fuck, I don't know, and it sounded like a Western theme. So I was like, yeah, that seems like they would put something behind it, and then they would make that the car chase theme from Logan. Anyways, back on topic. So they're going to Star Labs and they're fucking shit up to get whatever. And so the Turtles come in to intervene, and Batgirl ends up thinking that the Turtles are the bad guys. So the Turtles get away. They chase after the Foot, but the Foot ends up getting away from them. And then Batman's like, whatever these creatures are, they're going to regret coming to Gotham. And Mikey disagrees with that. He's just laughing at fucking everything. I mean, I take myself a bit more seriously than that, Mikey, but gonna be honest, kind of relate. All that shit's always going in my head. It just never comes out of my mouth. But yeah, and then the Turtles fight Batman, and I was like, ooh, I thought this was gonna be a really good Turtles movie, but like a really all-right Batman movie. I was wrong. It is almost the pinnacle of both. I think should the movie been a little bit longer, and you had more of the Turtles Rogues Gallery, that would have made the Turtle side better. And also, if Batman got to interrogate or torture a guy, that would have made that better too. Yeah. I like how Donnie gets his arm broken by Shredder at the end, though. I was like, ooh, fuck. That hurt. But they all have really good character moments. They all learn from their mistakes. And that's really cool. Batman learns not to push people away, that his team is his family. And Raph sort of learns that he needs to learn from his mistakes, which I guess is him learning from a mistake, which was not learning from his mistakes. So that one's kind of weird. And then Leonardo is like giving orders, but Raph's not following. And eventually Batman's just like, fuck it. You're going through my orders if you're going to stay in Gotham. And, yeah. The whole thing is fucking awesome. Like, so good. I also like the post-credit scene, which hopefully means that it's getting a sequel at some point. I'll wait 2 years for that sequel, and then if it doesn't get announced by that point, then I'll just be like, well, it's not happening. But, dude, it feels like there's just like a fucking hair on my neck. Like, not one of my hairs, I mean. And it keeps rubbing up against there. It's like a spiderweb kind of feeling. But I keep moving it around, but there's nothing there. So, anyways. Yeah, I'm gonna get some... hopefully when this video goes out, I'm gonna have some Injustice footage of the Bat family fighting the Turtles. So, be prepared for that. Bat fam. But yeah, the whole movie was great. You don't get many of the Turtles Rogues Gallery, which is kind of fine. I think Shredder should have been the main one for this movie. And you get a lot of Batman's Rogues Gallery, but they don't really get any development in any way. They're just sort of there, which I think is perfect. I think the next movie should be the opposite of this one, though. Instead of taking place in Gotham, it takes place in Manhattan. And instead of having like instead of having Shredder be the main focus, you have like Joker and Harley be the main focus. And then instead of just Shredder, you also see like Krang and fuck, I'm blanking out on Turtles lore. But yeah, you should keep the Bat family present, but you should also introduce Batwoman, and then you should have Casey Jones and April O'Neil show up. Oh, also, there's a calendar in the Baxter. He was the other guy. Yeah, he's in that one though. Bebop and Rocksteady. They should be in the next one. But yeah, Batman, or in the turtle vehicle, whatever the fuck that thing's called. There's a little calendar with a turtle on it, and it says April. Obviously, that's the month, but there's also a character, April O'Neil. So I'm taking that as a reference. Something I noticed immediately, and if it's not a reference, what the fuck? Like, were you guys just not thinking about how that could be a reference? The more I say it, the more it sounds like, oh, it's not necessarily connected, but it's a fucking reference, dog. Get with the program, bitch. So yeah, this movie was awesome. I also like the ending when Batman just gives the turtles some pizza. Like, I really like like Batman not being so like dark and gritty all the time. Like when he's on a mission, like a serious fucking mission, sure. But a routine bank robbery, I'm sure Batman would be cracking some jokes every now and then. And then before and after a mission, I don't see why Batman can't be cracking jokes then. Don't turn him into fucking Iron Man or Spider Man. But dude, in Justice League, he's like, "Oh, yep, something's definitely bleeding." I thought that was fucking hilarious. And then when Superman shows up at the end of the movie and Batman cracks a smile, I was like, "Oh, fuck yeah!" You know, this like edgy, like modern Batman. Like, come on, I'm not saying turn him into Adam West. All right, don't fucking do that. He's already been Adam West, and that worked. But and George Clooney and Val Kilmer have the opposite problem, but they don't have the charm that Adam West had. But like, you know, man, the Batman from Justice League and the Batman in this movie is kind of what I hope the Robert Pattinson movies get to at some point. Like, yeah, keep it dark and edgy. You're trying to figure out what you're doing. You're dealing with a lot of stress, but I don't know. Around the third movie, maybe at the end of the second one, and you know, most of the third one, he can be that awesome, like, experienced Batman who knows what the fuck he's doing and has an actual life beyond Batman. And then that life beyond Batman would turn into this Batman. I think that'd be great. But anyways, yeah, rather than speculating about other things and talking about what I liked that led into that, I really like the mutagen concept with the Joker and Harley and stuff, or with like the Batman's Rogues Gallery. So I thought that shit was like superb. I thought that was spectacular. But I didn't really like the Mr. Freeze element all that much. It was kind of whack. And I think Bane deserved more screen time. I don't know, my opinion might change later. That's just how I felt. Oh, I definitely didn't like Poison Ivy. Like, yeah, it was kind of funny. But I think that was a waste. But I really liked Batgirl's suit. It looked really good without the cape for a split second. Whereas I don't think Batman's suit would look as good without the cape. And then the final clash at oh no, when Leo gets fear toxined, I like how he sees like his brothers die, and then when he finally wakes up from it, things get a bit more what the fuck? Things get a bit more serious. But you know, he still got the jokey nature, of course. And then at the end, I like how Michelangelo's talking to Donatello, and he's like, "Dude, you're the one who likes machines. I'm just the party dude." And then he starts breaking it. It's like, did you not think about destroying it? And then right at the end, he's like, "Good, if you overheat the generator." And then Michelangelo's like, "Yeah, it'll explode." And then he's like, "Wait, we're writing it. Do we want it to explode?" Then he lands on the blimps, and then calls back to the beginning of the movie. Oh man, I thought like the whole movie was really good. Yeah, I really thought the Batman stuff in this movie was going to be kind of alright, and the Turtle stuff was going to be pretty good. But no, this movie's great on all fronts. And surprisingly violent. I thought Nickelodeon totally would have told them to hold back on some of that, or pull back on some of that. But no, like, Ra's al Ghul beheads a dude, and then, Shredder impales another dude. There's a decent amount of blood in it. And at the end of the movie, when Batman and Shredder are falling, and they're just, like, fighting in the air and stuff, Batman just keeps punching him in the face, and he just keeps bleeding and bleeding and bleeding even more and more and more. It was fucking sick. I'm not saying Batman has to be like the stuff Batman does to people has to be an R-rated movie, makes an R-rated movie, but Batman's Rogue Scout is quite fucked, mentally. So if Joker can have an R-rated movie, then Batman can have an R-rated movie featuring the Joker. I don't understand people's logic. It's like, nah, Joker can be an R-rated movie, but if you have Batman and Joker, it's gotta be PG. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, maybe WB for monetary reasons, but no fucking way. Like, what the fuck is your logic? Like, just strictly has to, there's no changing it? What the fuck are you talking about? Now, I'd argue that you don't really need R-rated movies. You can get away with a lot of violence in PG. But, let's be real here. If Joker gets an R-rated movie, and then you have that version of Joker in a Batman movie, why the fuck does the movie have to be toned down to PG all of a sudden? What's your logic there, sir? Outside of monetary gain. Because I look at these stuff, and people are always talking about that. Like, sure, Batman and TMNT, I don't think TMNT should be an R-rated thing ever. I know that the comic books were really violent when they first came out, and now the new ones are kind of violent. But R-rated, never. I don't like those turtles. Like, if you want those turtles, fine. You deserve that. That's, you know, that's how they started. That's how you want them. I like the turtles that we have now. So, thank you. But yeah, this movie was just superb on all fronts. Yeah, hopefully there's some Injustice footage in the background. Yeah, this movie, so fucking good. Also, I liked how Batman was fighting Shredder, and Shredder was losing, and then, like, Shredder does this Naruto bullshit, and then punches Batman, and he starts internally bleeding. I'm like, that's not a busted lip. So you just, like, vomited a little bit of blood. You're just like, that means internal bleeding. Because you didn't get punched in the face. So that's not particularly good, Batman. You should get checked out. But he's like, nah, fuck you, I'm Batman. And then the final fight, like, Batman starts out losing, and then he turns it around. Oh, and I thought the fight scenes were fucking amazing. I also thought when Two-Face had his gun and he was firing at Leo and Raph, that looked fucking awesome. I was like, oh shit. Man, it makes me want to go watch more Turtles. Like, I hadn't like done anything with the team. I hadn't been interested in the TMNT for a while. Fuck, now I need to get like a bunch of turtles on my wall. I need to get fucking. I fucking clear out some space in here for that shit, and then get some turtle games. Why don't the Turtles have that many games coming out? I fucking love the Turtles, but there's like nothing. That Turtles arcade game was really cool. I saw it. They had it at Walmart, the arcade 1-up thing, but like they didn't have it available to purchase. It was just on display. I was like, that's fucking cool, but why would you taunt me like this, sir? Updating? The fuck are you updating, Xbox? The console will restart during the update. What? Alright, that's weird. So yeah, I guess I'm gonna end it there, because I've said everything there's to really say about that. I'd just be going over everything again. But yeah, I give this movie easily a 9 out of 10. I think maybe if the second movie comes out, if there's going to be one, maybe this can get bumped up to a 10, but as it stands right now, just looking at what the product contains within itself and not as a big picture, yeah, 9 out of 10. Which is not bad. I just don't think, I think if this is a one-time deal, then it's a 9 out of 10. But if there's like lore and there's a new universe basically set up in the next one, that could make my opinion on this one change a little bit. You know, so it could go up to a 10, or it could go down to an 8. But yeah, I guess it's more of a 9.8 out of 10. Not really just a 9, but a 9.8. So yeah, this movie is really fucking good. I recommend it. I held off on it for so long, and I'm not really sure why. I feel kind of stupid, honestly. So, later.
I've got a theory as to why you fight.
I seek only one thing. Emotion.
And that right there just proved it.
Begin. Donatello wins.
Where'd you come from? Pizza.
Jaime tells me you skipped practice.
I should be out there, cracking heads.
I'll be the judge of that.
Begin.
Come on!
Rethink your strategy.
Great turtle or greatest turtle?
Donatello wins.
Nice. Pepperoni.